Hey weirdos, welcome back. I've got a sensational video for you today. Look at this. Look at this. Do you know who this is? My heart. This is Shameless Nails. They reached out to me. They're actually part of the Manny fam. They've been subscribers and followers for quite some time. They're in the Facebook group. And when they reached out to me, it's two wonderful ladies, two amazing humans, started this company. They wanted to send me some of their stuff. Yeah, duh. Do you have to, is that a serious question? Come on now, send it over. I'm so incredibly proud of these women, and you're gonna see why. Starting with this packaging. Guys, look at this, how beautiful, and it only gets better. I was so impressed out the gate. They send swatches. They send swatches with every single order. Already shooketh to my core. I can't. You know what? There are so many big dip companies out there. There are a lot of little ones. You know, I love the little guys, but there are so many big companies out there. And I just wish they would put this personal touch on orders like these little companies do. It would make the experience so much different and more memorable. I am speechless. These are the colors. How freaking gorgeous are these? And let me just tell you, they're one coat coverage. They reminded me actually a lot of MVP acrylics. If you guys are familiar with Gigi from MVP, I'll leave a video up here in the cards of a video I did with MVP acrylics. Her acrylics are amazing, and these reminded me so much of them. The texture, the coverage, the opacity, absolutely stunning, Stun City. I couldn't wait to use them. I'm like, get these things on my nails ASAP. And you know what? She sent over a lot of good colors, and I was laughing because I've seen a couple of other reviews of this line, and she did not send me a green, and I was so incredibly thankful. And you know what? That's another thing I really appreciate about companies, when they get to know the people they're sending product to. I mean, these ladies have been with me for quite some time, so they know how I feel about green. In case you are new here, hi, hello, I'm Marlakris. I don't like green. I do wear green occasionally, but not on my nails. It makes me look like a dirty, filthy alien, and I'm not here for it. These are the colors I decided to go with, which may seem like a super odd combination, and it is. I'm like, who puts these colors together? Yours truly, that's who does. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a little play-in with some of these absolutely stunning colors. So I'm gonna go in with this first color. This is Eggnog. It's not a white. It's not a yellow. I don't know what it is. It looks like eggnog, literally. And I'm just going to throw it on. We're going to see what happens. I have found that with a lot of brand new companies, I tend to gravitate towards a certain Manny. I don't know if you guys who do YouTube videos or Instagram, or if you're like a quote unquote influencer, I'm going to talk about that word in a minute, but for right now, if you get someone to send you product, or if you get new product from somewhere, I gravitate towards a certain Manny, just so I have consistency with across the board with, you know, all companies. Look at that coverage, guys. One coat. I did two, didn't need to. It was overkill. But yeah, so I'm going to do a glitter accent nail and then a glitter ombre, and we're going to see how this shakes out. I gotta tell you, spoiler, because you guys already probably saw the thumbnail, you probably saw this Manny on Instagram, maybe even in the Facebook group. I don't know. I don't know what to say. How many times can I say this is amazing? Go buy it. I'm not even kidding. I told the ladies this when I reached out to them, because I do the same thing with every company that I work with. I always reach out to the company after I film and after I photograph, and I share my experience with them so they can know what to expect and if I'm going to do a video and, you know, that kind of stuff. So I reached out to them, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I told these two beautiful humans. I said, y'all are going to be the next ones to watch out for. This might be one of the next big ones, and it's for a few reasons. One, The product obviously has to be good. I mean, you can pretty up a package that's crap, but you're not going to pass it off as good product. So your product has to be great. And these are great. These are fantastic texture, fantastic color. I love the product. Now let's talk about the packaging. The packaging is absolutely sensational. And the personal touch they put on it, the little note in the box, like it's stuff like that that makes me as a consumer really want to come back for more when they take such good care of their clients like that. So just a little something to let marinate in your head for a minute about who this company really is. And they're dippers. These ladies are dippers. And I appreciate that so wholeheartedly because anyone can make a dip powder. Literally, it's not very hard. You take some acrylic, you mix it with some pigment, bing, bang, boom, you have dip powder. It's not rocket science. I'll leave a video in the cards actually because I did make my own dip powder one time. And it came out nice, but I don't have the patience. But I'll leave the video in the cards if you want to check that out and see how it's done or how I did it at least. I'm sure there's a million ways to do it, but I'll show you how I did it. So yeah, anyone can make a dip powder. But from somebody who actually does dip nails, to take everything they know and they've experienced and that they've liked and disliked with products and formulate their perfect dip powder, that says something to me also. And I have monsoons of respect for having that insight as to what the customer really wants, being a former customer themselves. So with that, we're going to get into this glitter and this glitter ombre. I'm going to hush for a little bit and let you guys soak in and absorb and watch me get this glitter on. You're going to see how absolutely stunning it looks. I was so questioning this choice, by the way, up until the last minute. I'm like, do you really want to do this? You guys have manis like that where you're like, oh, I don't know if it's going to work. You guys will have to let me know if you think I pulled it off. I'll be back with you guys in just a bit. So what are we thinking so far? Did I pull it off a little bit? It turned out really cute. I actually really liked it. And that glitter is flippin' gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate and clear, which is kind of sort of an optional step. I know there are some people that just don't want to do it, and that's fine. For me, especially glitter nails, I do it over every single color. It's kind of a habit of mine now, but especially glitter, you want to protect that glitter when you're filing and buffing and stuff. So I find clear to be kind of imperative over glitter nails, especially the ombre. The last thing I want to do is create a beautiful ombre and then file it off because I didn't clear cap it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Then we're gonna get into some filing and e-filing and stuff. Definitely comment down below if you've tried Shameless nails. I know they've been out for a little bit. I'm late to the game, per usual. They sent me stuff pretty quickly, actually. It was me. I film ahead, and it took me a little bit to get this produced and uploaded because I had so many other things planned and scheduled. So I know that most of you guys have probably already heard of them, seen them floating around the Instagram, and I've already had some of you guys tag me in photos of your Shameless nails, and you're like, are you doing this? When are you doing a review? I'm like, relax, I got it. So I know some of you are already super, super excited, and I would love to hear your experience with this brand new company. Let me know. Dying to know. And I'm sure it can't be bad. There's no possible way. So here's what we're looking like so far. I realize the glitter looks a little bit dull. It's going to until we top coat, but wait till you see it top coated. Doing my same exact filing and e-filing routine, using my same exact Melody Susie dust collector / e-file. Everything that I'm using, mostly, that's a lie. Most of everything I'm going to use is going to be in the description box below. If you have not yet hopped into my Amazon storefront, I realize it needs a renovation. It's pretty much all over the place. But a lot of the stuff that I use that isn't like a Shameless Nails or an iGel or a Revel or anything like that, most of my files, e-file drill bits, all that kind of stuff you can find in my Amazon storefront. I am commissioned on my Amazon storefront, just for full transparency. If you shop my storefront and buy stuff, thank you very much. I actually really appreciate that. You're helping pay my bills. I'm going to get going with my e-file. Since I'm doing this on my non-dominant hand, which means I'm using my dominant hand, and I get this question a lot and I feel like I never answer it, and I'm sorry. I tend to keep my e-file when I'm doing this kind of like cuticle work at about 9,000 RPM. If I'm using my non-dominant hand to file my dominant hand, I typically go a little bit slower, but this is totally personal preference. You got to be comfortable with whatever speed you're using and whatever machine you're using. So if you feel like you need to go slower, go slower. If you feel like you need to go quicker, because sometimes actually, if you're not going at a high enough rotation per minute, you won't be very productive. It's going to take you a million years to contour your nails. So just get yourself used to it. There is a huge learning curve when it comes to anything nail related, anything in life in general, actually. But for e-files, it's something you got to learn, something you have to get used to and comfy with. I cannot even begin to tell you how many injuries I have had using an e-file. It still happens from time to time. More likely than not when I'm using my non-dominant hand to file my dominant hand. That's why I go a little bit slower when I'm using my left hand. I am right-handed, for those of you that do not know, in case it's not obvious from my filing right now. Yeah, it's going to take some getting used to, and you're going to cut yourself. It's going to happen. Your cuticles are going to bleed. It is inevitable. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. It happens to all of us. I've been doing my nails for better part of 2 years, 2.5 years almost, and I still cut myself. Although I will tell you, I am more prone to injury with a hand file, which is why I use an e-file. I'm a weirdo. You guys know this. And I'm also Hot Mess Marla. Speaking of which, cheap plug, I understand. And I apologize. Sorry, not sorry. If you have not yet tried the Hot Mess Marla Cuticle Oil or Mane Candy from Candi Skincare, it is absolutely available. You can hop on our website and I will leave a link in the box for you guys. Proceeds from the cuticle oil and the main candy, which is like hair and skin oil. I use them on my tattoos, by the way. If you are tatted and you want to keep them hydrated and looking fresh, this is the best stuff to use. Proceeds go to benefit the Humane Society of the Treasure Coast, which is the shelter that I volunteer at, that I've been at for almost 3 years now. And I would greatly appreciate any and all love to the fur babies. Speaking of which, did you guys catch the Paws and Claws? I am getting ready to produce another episode. The emails keep coming and I'm so freaking excited. I love hearing all your stories. I love seeing all the photos. I'm going to leave the playlist up here for you guys in case you haven't seen it and you want to check it out. If you're unfamiliar with the Paws and Claws series, subscribers and followers and whoever send me emails with their animal stories. Most of the time it's adoption stories, but I'm into anything and all animals. So crazy wild animal encounters, any kind of animal story, really. Ghost animals, who knows? Any kind of animal story you want to share with me, I would be more than happy to share with the entire Manny fam. So don't be shy. Shoot them over. You can send pictures, videos, audio recordings, whatever you're comfy with. I would love to have and share with the rest of the class. So here's where we're at. I finished up all my filing. I'm not doing any nail art today because you know what? These are good enough. These are good enough. They stand alone. They do not require any sort of nail art. And you know what? After looking at these top coated, which you'll see here in a bit, these gave me total New Year's Eve vibes. I don't know what it is about like some kind of a nude or a yellowy gold or whatever next to a black or a black glitter that just screams New Year's Eve to me. Like this is so MK New Year's Eve set. If I were going out for New Year's Eve, which I'm not, I haven't done that in years. Like I'm content staying home away from all the, intoxicated people and the drunk drivers. I have 3 kids, man. I can't be going out for New Year's anymore. I'm just gonna stay home. But if I were going out, this would be the set I would wear, hands down. This might be one of the favorite sets that I've done in quite some time. It's so elegant and glam without being like over the top extra. It's me. This is me and a Manny, if you will. You guys know black is the color of my soul. If you don't, I just told you. So I'm going to get my top coat on and finish this Manny up. But you guys have to let me know what you think. I'm kind of in love. And that ombre came out gorgeous. Gorgeous. You probably saw me do it. I'm sorry if you missed it. But you can, if you get glitter somewhere you don't want it when you're doing an ombre, just take a cuticle stick or whatever and just scrape it away. You can get rid of it. It's not difficult. I love this Manny with my whole entire heart, and all it needs now is a little Candi skincare love. I'm using the scent Sweetie Pop. I keep going back and forth now between Candy Cane and Sweetie Pop. I'm sure that will change because I have literally, like 7 or 8 different scents coming soon. I went a little nuts with the Black Friday shopping, as you guys probably heard, and Candi Skincare was no exception. I went shopping, y'all. So I can't wait to share with you what I got from her because I got some stuff that I've been wanting forever. I don't know why I waited, but I did. It's a Black Friday thing. I save all my shopping for Black Friday. And I know you guys are the same because I saw your comments on one of my last uploads about Black Friday shopping. Guilty. Thank you for hanging out. I will catch you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.